From beautiful downtown Eureka, California, it's time for the Savage Henry Magazine radio program. Welcome. We're back
again.
From our vacation in Tahiti.
Ooh, it was so wet.
Like me right now, because we're podcasting again, everybody.
We did it. We are back again for our the fifth
156.
Oh, 156.
Episode 156 of the Savage Henry Magazine radio program. The podcast that sticks around like herpes.
Sticks around and just kind of is ever evolving.
We flare up and then we go away and then we flare up again.
Yeah, you can try inoculating your kids. You can give them.
Whoa, what kids have herpes, man?
Yeah, everyone. I guarantee you we can find a few. It's not outside of the realm of possibility. You know.
Well, yeah, I've seen those videos. I'm not like in a gross that.
Yeah, the medical videos, like the ones that you look up for, like to make sure. Because you have children, so you want to make sure that they're healthy.
The shovel has come out and it's starting to dig.
It's not. I don't know what the shovel of truth.
Let's do this. Let's say hi. I'm Chris Durant, and right here next to me is Daniel Amaral.
Hello, hello, hello.
You may know us from episodes 1 through fucking who knows, a bunch of them.
A lot of them.
Yeah, and then guess what? We got a new co-host right here with us.
Hi, hello.
It's Alec Cole, everybody.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, it's good. It's great to be back. It's great to have this microphone down my throat as we record another one. Lots of changes since we last plugged in this computer.
Yeah, just a few, I suppose.
Basically, why we had to stop is I just got the computer out of hock, everybody. Hey.
Oh,
All
real
right.
life.
Yeah, it cost me $45 to get it out of hock, and we finally got it back.
Well, we finally got Matt Redbeard's fake tooth back as well.
Yeah, well, I had to do it. They said they wouldn't take the computer without the tooth.
Well, it's Eureka. What are you going to do?
Yeah, you might have noticed that.
Yeah, that's another big change to the podcast, aside from a wonderful new co-host, Alec Cole, is the fact that we're all three of us are recording live-ish.
In front of empty fucking seats here.
Yeah, it's so live.
But listening, if you paid attention to the our beautiful intro music by DJ Musician, Chris's little tagline there changed a little bit. That's because we're recording from our new studio in downtown Eureka, California.
Yes, it is. Yeah. This is technically downtown. It's beautiful downtown Eureka, California. I think that's the first time anyone put beautiful downtown Eureka together.
And I think it's safe to say this is where we're recording is one of the main reasons why it's been so long since we came back.
We've been very busy. This is we're on stage here at the 6-month-old Savage Henry Comedy Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we had an audience, it probably would have clapped right there.
We did it.
One of the reasons we don't have an audience, though, we didn't want to broadcast. We wanted to knock the cobwebs out a little bit before. And every Monday now, we're going to be doing live podcasts here at the Comedy Club, 415 5th Street, Eureka, California. And this is our first one. We call it Monday Night Pods.
Well on our way to being the next Harmontown.
Well on our way. Alec.
Yeah, what's up?
Thank you for being the new co-host here in the Savage Henry Magazine radio program.
Yeah, of course. I was super stoked when you asked me if I wanted to do Monday Night Pods because I fucking love Tide Pods. So I figured let's do it as a group. That sounds great.
No, let's not.
Yeah, that's what's replacing Beer Time because it's hard to find sponsors.
Yeah.
But Target was more than willing to give us all the Tide Pods we needed for our.
It's Tide Pods. It's Tide Pods. But we had some consultants come in, try to change our ways. There's another thing. We paid some big LA consultants to come in here, and You know, we just went, let's go with work. Let's go with what works. Let's go with the original
It
way.
was too much Hollywood too quick.
Yeah, too Hollywood too quick.
That's what people say about me in the bedroom sometimes.
And that's why we needed you here. We need that energy.
Precisely.
It's because he has like studio lights on the bed while he's fucking, and he comes like that. That's why it's too Hollywood and then too quick.
I just used the headlights from an old Chevy.
Man, it sounds like
park it outside of my window.
You just park it
outside of the window. What's weird is it's not the full truck. It's definitely just the headlights.
Just the headlights.
Hooked up to a battery. It's the ambiance of being watched by white supremacists. That really gets me going. And that's why I'm engaged now.
You're in where now?
In where now?
Oh, engaged now. I
Yeah.
thought you said in Cage Town.
Dang.
Well, it's
Whoa.
I'm not going to say it's the same, guys, but I don't know how to feel anymore.
You know what? Congratulations on being engaged.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's good job. You did it.
What's his name?
Sean Hannity. Fuck. Oh, getting rusty.
Yeah.
That
But we're
guy's
back,
the-
and this is great. And we do have our own play. I call it our own sandbox now. We're doing comedy 7 nights a week here. And recently, since we opened in November, we decided, hey, let's do podcasts on Monday nights and see who walks through that door.
I mean,
Did you just say we opened in December?
No, November. I might have said December, but I
I
meant
thought we
November.
opened in October.
Well, those were all soft. We had to wait for the
okay.
Viagra to kick in.
Chris Duran is a dedicated businessman who doesn't understand how time works anymore because he's just so occupied with everything going on around here. It's understandable.
You guys should have seen me earlier when the technology wasn't working and I had trying to get this thing to work.
Oof.
Oh boy.
I can tell.
It's a case of the Mondays on top of you know what? I take these I can't take sleeping pills, I found out, of any kind. I take these CBD ones, all natural. I wake up like a bull and I just want to punch everything in sight except women and children. I had to put that in there.
That's good. No, that's good. I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm glad your CBD products don't make you 100% punchy.
Yeah, I'm just I'm so grumpy. And then I took another over-the-counter type of one and last night, and same thing. I woke up fucking pissed off. I just can't do it.
Yeah, I almost killed myself on.
Hey, took a
on
turn here.
accident. On accident. It's not like we don't need to put in a hotline number or anything, but it's it was one of those things where they have these chocolates now. And it's like this one company, and they're like, "Oh, here's a chocolate to help you relax, and here's one for sleep, and here's one if you're in a bad mood." And I didn't know that. It was just at the register. I'm like, "Oh, convenient chocolates," and they're like gigantic M&Ms. That's what they look like, and they taste good. And so I was just having them. And my roommate grabbed them and was like, "Did you eat this whole box?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's a serving size, I imagine. It's like the size of a pack of gum." They're like, "Holy fuck, this has just an insane amount of melatonin."
Whoa.
And I don't know if
melatonin sucks, dude.
oh my god, and I don't know if you've ever done the whole thing where you've had NyQuil and just try to stay up just to see what happens.
I did that on accident once.
Oh boy,
It's almost fun though sometimes.
Oh, God, no. I would not.
It's waves because I don't know how much I ingested, but it was one of those same fears where if I fell asleep, I felt like I was just gonna die in my nightmares, and so just trying to.
I remember that Ozzy Osbourne record, "Die in My
Nightmares.
Nightmares." Yeah,
You have Freddy Krueger on the front of the album.
Ry Cooder from the Buena Vista Social Club, the collab between Ozzy Osbourne and Ry Cooder. Is that what you just said?
That is exactly what I said.
I don't know, but now we're gonna make that. Oh, he died, didn't he? Not Ozzy. He'll never
Ozzy?
die, but Ry Cooder did.
Between
Yeah.
him and
R.I.P.
Between him and Iggy Pop, I don't think there's ever going to be death between them.
Hey,
That's
you know
true.
what? They have a lust for life.
God damn it, Chris.
Yeah.
I see certain things have not changed.
Nope.
Well, you know what? It has changed back to normal. It's the format of this show.
It hasn't changed though, really. I mean, it's changed back to the
Changed.
OG, and we're gonna have beer time. Sometimes it might be soda time, but we're gonna keep it beer time tonight. And then we're gonna talk. And you know what we're gonna talk about too? We have comedy here at this club 7 nights a week.
Which is still ridiculous to me.
Yeah, because there's only 4 nights in a week.
Yeah, I know. It's insane.
Well, I'm just doing the opposite of the Beatles, 8 days a week. I'm trying to shut down. Never mind. I'm gonna hit pause and we're gonna rewind that and take that part out.
Maybe if you made a Skrillex reference, I would have understood.
No, I don't know Skrillex. Sounds like you should get what's it called? The shot that fuck, Jesus Christ. There's a
that one.
penicillin. Sounds like you should get penicillin if you have Skrillex.
You forgot what penicillin. God damn it.
Penn and Teller? No, I have not forget what Penn and Teller was, but I did forget what penicillin was.
Well, hey, we each have our own thing, I guess.
We do, and that's what makes America great again. Oh shit! Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
This is how we're.
Yeah, a lot has changed since the last time that I don't think we've podcasted under the Trump regime, have we?
It's all kind of been a blur.
Yeah, it has been.
Last time we were recording, I feel like we were in just someone's house.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we did a couple of those.
What a weird path we've taken from the same studio for years and years to random house, the van.
To a stage in front of 80 seats with nobody in them.
But look at that full bar.
Well, it's not a full bar. It's only beer.
Look at that beer bar.
Beer full bar.
Was there no cider in there, Chris?
Can't. It's a different license, man. All we have is a beer license.
Yeah, California is very particular.
Yeah.
Those assholes.
Yeah, but we do have hard seltzer water.
Yeah.
We do have Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah.
And we got my hard dick, too.
Oh, wow.
But seriously, how about some beer time?
You guys ready to go beer time? You ready to take that break? You guys ready to take that first break? I think our intro was a success. We still haven't got to know Alec too well. I mean,
That's
for people
true,
who are
yeah.
fans of the podcast from way back, who subscribed and haven't deleted it,
Yeah,
and all
they're
of a
just
sudden
like-
they're going to get a notice tomorrow, and it's like, there's a new pod. Like, what the fuck? All right,
Yeah.
let's
I'm
hear from
just
Alec a little bit.
some new kid here.
Alec, tell us about yourself.
Yeah, so my name's Alec. Yeah, that's a thing.
You sound like a Newlywed Gamer.
I do the comedy for you in this area locally to the Humboldt people. Finishing up my college education currently. I don't know
Good, that's
what
good
what
for
do
you.
you want to know about me, man?
I mean, like you're from the greater Los Angeles region?
I'm from the boring suburban part of LA, so not the cool part. And
You have been up here forever. You're also one of the new hot names on the comedy circuit around here.
I suppose so. Yeah, it's one of those things where people ask me if I do comedy, and I say yes.
And recently you went down back home to visit, and you rep the company. You rep Savage Henry.
I did. I found out that the name it goes very far. It was very nice.
Yeah, cool.
Talking to
That's
people.
good to know.
Yeah, dude. You're well known. Congratulations.
Thank you. They weren't saying Chris Durant though; they were saying Savage.
Oh
Henry.
no, some people were saying Chris Durant.
That guy owes me money. Is that what they're saying?
No.
All right. Well,
They were talking about how they would never do a show for you again.
yeah, I bet they would, because half of them don't return my goddamn texts or calls.
You know what, Chris? A legacy is a legacy.
Yeah, and a leg of C is a leg of C.
Word.
All right. But yeah, Alex here. He's gonna be our third, and we're stoked to be back. And we're gonna take a quick break, and we're going to come back, and we're gonna drink a beer that we do sell right here in this bar at the Savage Henry Comedy Club, 415 5th Street, Eureka, California. So thanks for getting back on the train with us, and we'll be right back.
Hi, everyone. This is David Bory, and I'm a big fan of Savage Henry magazine, as well as Organ Meat.
Beer, 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 beer. Beer, 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 beer,
It's beer time, it's beer time, it's time to drink some suds. It's beer time, it's beer time, so gather all your buds. It's not that complicated to get inebriated, so crack a beer and drink it with the Savage Henry Radio program.
We did it!
All right, beer time's back. All right, guys, we got one.
I just want
Smash-
to ask, how many little people did you have to trap in a room to record that intro?
The whole entire Lollipop Guild.
So just me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He is the mayor and the treasurer of the Lollipop Guild, Daniel is. No, it's that was Sarah Godlin, former host, and great gal, former founder. She'd never be a former founder. Once you found something, you are a founder. So she's a founder of the magazine and the original podcast, and that was her singing the main thing in Beer Time, and that was me and other founder and former host of the podcast, Josh Duke, playing the tuba parts.
But we traded in those two models for an upgraded model with a good old face, Alec Cole.
Yeah.
Hi.
All right.
So, Alec, are you familiar with Beer Time?
It's you drink beer, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, we talk about it. And you don't have to stick to the beer talk. You can linger and run around other things verbally.
Yeah.
But on today's episode, we have the Milk Stout from Booth Brewery.
Booth Brewery served right here at the Savage Henry Comedy Club, 415 5th Street, comedy 7 nights a week. This one, it's a milk stout. It's a Korean brewery, but they brew it here in beautiful downtown Eureka, California.
I'm excited just to see what Korean milk tastes like.
I don't think it's Korean milk. I think it's
Mother's milk.
mother's milk from all the ladies who walk around because it's brewed in Old Town or downtown and Old Town and the waterfront.
Ooh, this is
So I
gonna
think
be
it's
that
all
jittery.
it's brewed. It's the milk from all the homeless ladies.
Yeah,
So they make a
yeah.
little extra. Just kidding, Booth. Please advertise.
Well, I mean, the can says it all. Have you heard? This stout is what makes cows dance, pouring a dark black-brown hue. This easy drinking beer is sweet with notes of toasted malt and chocolate. It's milky smooth. Mouthfeel will have you dancing in the moonlight.
Oh, look at that! Dancing in the moonlight. Is that who sings that song?
Yeah.
You're
it's,
older, I
I think
Van
it's,
Morrison. Is that a Van Morrison track?
I thought it was Chicago.
I thought it was
I don't think it's
Shakira.
Chicago. If you know it, you can win a free high five, email high five.
Yeah.
If you could tell us, editor at savagehenrymagazine.com. Send it on in. You guys ready to taste this milky, creamy goodness?
I would
Yeah,
love to.
I'm really excited for this titty milk.
Go ahead, everyone. Let's take a sip. Oh, yeah, it's definitely...
Yeah, I
It's
can fuck
okay.
with that. Yeah.
Remember,
It's-
for those who are just joining us, me, Chris, is just a Pabst man.
Right.
So every time I get one of these things, it's really hard for me to wrap my palate around it. But, you know, that first initial one,
And I would like to think I know a lot about beer, and I've learned throughout my years here on Savage Henry Magazine radio program, but in reality, I just like free stuff.
yeah, free stuff is always good. It's better than paying for it.
I am 492 days sober. And
Well, you got to start over, buddy. You
yeah,
got to
this-
turn your chips in.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is worth it, I think.
You know, I'm glad we're learning things about one another here live at the comedy club.
So, I mean, I'm not taking another sip, but you guys want to start and talk about your comments on it. I mean, like I said, Pabst man, but I'm not saying it's horrible.
It's a lot smoother than I was expecting.
Yeah.
There's a slight creaminess to it.
Yeah, the creaminess. I
There's
caught
this-
that too.
There's a smoothness. Much better than a sheaf stout.
I don't know what which. Oh, the sheet. Like, is that the one that has like the old school bottle? With, like,
Yeah,
the-
it's that beer that's like always on the shelf at a market,
yeah,
but no one
yeah.
ever grabs, but it's always there.
and it's never dusty.
No, but yeah, exactly. It's never dusty, and it's also $2. It's very cheap and
Got
whatnot.
the yellow label was like the
Yeah.
the wheat thing.
Yeah,
going
but it's
on.
like a yellow label with brown lettering. It's the
Yeah,
most unappealing bottle you
very-
could
yeah.
ever think of.
Minimalist, maybe.
Whereas,
No,
no, that's
it's lazy, is what it
very
is.
lazy. It's like it's as if someone just like made their label on a Word document, printed out that Word document, and just licked it and put it on the bottle.
Yeah.
So they even like they print it on their home computer and then just
Yeah.
lick a piece of
There's
printer
no,
paper
there's
and
no
then stick it to the
FedEx,
bottle.
Kinko's. There's no other professional print shop names. It's just WordPress,
Word document.
Word doc.
Yeah, because they just put it on the internet. They made a whole website about it. That's what never mind. You said WordPress. I was trying to get technical, but I don't know much about it, so I tried to tiptoe back out of those, and it wasn't going to happen. So, what do you think, Alec?
You said a lot of things really fast right now, and
Yeah, I'm hoping everyone just
was
glosses
not able
over
to
'em.
follow that at all. It's
So,
good.
So it got you high. Is that what you're telling me? This beer got you high?
No, it tastes like it tastes like very chocolatey. I enjoy
Yeah,
that.
there's- yeah.
It's not as It's not overly bitter, which tends to happen with a lot of stouts, especially like canned stouts, I find. Like stouts tend to be best on tap, specifically if you got nitro going on.
So,
But this has a nice creamy mouth feel, I think is the word.
if I had a dime for every time I heard, never mind.
You would own a comedy club.
Yeah, why doesn't it have the ball in there like a Guinness does? Is that what is going on there? What's that ball in the Guinness? That's a stout, right?
Yeah, that's the little nitrous cap stout thing.
So I mean, is that just for like stouts, or is that just sort of like a draft taste in a can? Or
I think.
Oh, they do that thing, right?
Boddington's does it too.
Yeah, I'm not really familiar with it, honestly.
I used to think it used to be like a magical tool to make the beers creamy, but after having this Booth Brewery beer,
It seems unnecessary.
It seems very unnecessary.
Yeah.
It feels like Guinness is just kind of like trying to show off, but with something that's super unnecessary.
Do they want their cans to like make noise when they're empty? Like you can like get the bartender's attention.
Oh yeah.
Like a cowbell or something. Imagine if you did that to a bartender.
Oh my
you'd get
God!
knocked
Yeah.
the fuck out.
No, yeah.
Yeah, Chris. Now that it's one thing now that we are reviewing beers. What's it like to be slinging beers now?
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
It's great.
Yeah. Well,
It's
what are some do's and don'ts that you've noticed since opening up an establishment that serves alcohol?
Well, don't give it to people who are drunk already.
What?
Evan almost got swung on the other night by a dude.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah.
We cut him off. It's our first 86. I don't know his name, so some guy came in and so
I apologize to him.
No, this guy was a dick, and Evan started off too because the guy was critiquing our bar, which is still with the actual physical bar is still a work in progress. So he was critiquing like it's got rough edges, it's too high, and then Evan's like, "Oh, do you own a bar block, bro? I want to check that out." And that's how it started. So it went on the wrong foot. But the guy was already 3 sheets, and his girlfriend was on something besides the Coors Lights they were ordering. They came back. They left and came back. And when they came back, he hit the door jam on the way in. Like, "Nah." So I'm like, oh, we're not serving this guy. And we didn't. And it became a point of contention. And we almost had Evan, out of all people, cocked his fist. But then Mr. Miyagi, the ghost of Mr. Miyagi, jumped in his ear and said, "Not here." So he walked away.
Well, that's why you guys just need to battle it out in that sweet-ass Atari in the corner.
Yeah.
Every time there's some sort of issue in a house, you hit it up on the Atari.
That's
The
a beautiful
basketball,
rule.
The one-on-one basketball, 2600 Atari.
Oh no, it's just ET. It's just it's you going back and forth with your enemy playing ET. So that way you
There
know
is no
what
ET.
the real enemy is out there, and that real enemy is that fucking ET Atari game.
Okay. What I love about this scenario is that you each have to take turns.
Yeah. It's a good exercise in sharing and just treating humans.
And so the whole time too, you're like doing that, like as you're waiting for your turn, you're doing like that breakdancing, like shuffle thing behind the guy, like waiting for your turn. No, you know what they do? And never mind.
Oh yeah, kind of like
You're
that.
both looking at me like I'm a fucking crazy old man.
Yeah,
No,
this isn't breaking, dude.
I mean, that explains all the broken down cardboard boxes around.
Yeah, that's why we don't recycle, bro.
So just in case there ever needs to be a sudden.
There has been.
You fuck off. There has not been a random just Beastie Boys dance off on the floor on some. You're shaking your head. Yes.
Because I want there to be so
Oh,
bad. I'm trying
no.
to make it happen. I'm trying to will it through positive thinking.
So you heard it here first, audience. If you're the first people to come into the Savage Henry Comedy Club with your own broken down cardboard box, and you start breaking out some fancy ass moves, not only will you get a free beer, Chris will let you stay here for the night.
No, I won't. We've actually had 2 people who had to say no to in the last week that wanted to stay
For
the
attempting to
night.
break dance?
Yeah, I was like, nah. My Puma Clydes are in the shop. When I get them out, we're going to get down. But no, 2 people randomly in the last week have asked to stay the night here.
Like comics or just
No, not
civilians?
comics.
The strangers.
One affiliate, one
Just rando?
with a patron.
I don't think it's a bad idea. I mean, those bathrooms are huge. So you
That's
just
true.
rent
All we
one
need is
out.
a shower and a fucking like oven, and we're good to go.
You have a sink in there. That is a shower, friend.
Yeah, I guess so. To the right whore. Horse bath. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Horse bath. That's what they call it. You don't know about the horse bath?
You could have said bird bath, pal. That's a
Or, bath.
yeah.
No, because a bath, you can get into it. You can't get into any of
You know,
our-
they used to also say things that we don't say anymore too.
Oh, man. This is like when the little kid, the younger guys going, you can't say that, old man. Horse bath? Really? You guys, this is what we're getting into right now?
Booth Brewery, located on 2nd Street in Eureka, California, sponsored by
Booth, sponsored by Korea.
Korea. That's the funny thing about Booth Brewery. It's a South Korean brewery.
Oh, yeah. It'd be really
I just wanna
weird
make
if it's
sure.
North
I
Korean.
just want to make sure. I don't want to make these crazy assumptions and be corrected later.
Well,
We
look
have
at
a
you,
corrections
Mr.
corner
Captain
later.
PC Trump over here.
Captain Pete. That is
what?
doesn't make any sense.
Because of the North Korean relationship is why I was saying that. Trump and Kim Jong, whatever the fuck, have a great relation. They're like buddies.
Why did you bring PC into that?
So Chris is going to be doing our news later, so this is going to be great, considering these little tidbits we're getting right now. I think all in all, this Booth Brewery beer, it's super tasty.
You know, they have a lot of varieties of different beer, too. They
yeah.
have like 8 or 9.
One of my favorite beers I think I've just kind of had in general, not even of theirs, or not. It happens to be one of theirs, and it's their smoothie IPA, and it's fucking brilliant. They finally
Booth has a smoothie. What
yeah,
is it?
they did one as like an LGBTQIA kind of supporting
that's okay.
thing, and it was super tasty. And they finally just re-released it, kind of like a semi-rehash, and it is extremely tasty. It's one of my
Give me
top
more.
beers of all
What
time.
are we talking here? What are we talking like frozen raspberry ice?
No. It's just like a regular beer, but it's just oh my god, it's
fruity
it's,
as fuck or what?
It is legit.
It's-
Like
yeah.
it's got a lot of good fruity notes
In a can?
like, not overly hoppy, but
No.
yeah, I mean like
No, it's like
Draft?
like for me, I really enjoy the Mad River Steelhead Pale Ale, and it has a really good like
That's the
almost
Humboldt
pale
Budweiser.
ale.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean, no offense to Steelhead. I'm just saying it's very popular and like people love it around.
Yeah,
here.
no, it's a very accessible beer.
Yeah, and more so than Budweiser. That's rightfully so, because Steelhead is bomb. And then the Booth Brewery LGBT the smoothie IPA is also a great one. But I'm not terribly surprised when I see a Booth Brewery beer. More often than not, I am more excited than not to try it. And
We've
this
only-
one is on there.
We've had the Wit, we've had the IPA, we've had the Milk Stout, and we have the Mosaic here so far. So
So
Mosaic has gone over really well. The Stout, one of the reasons we have it on beer time right now, is we have a little bit of overstock on it. You know, so
I think people are just like kind of like Stout's kind of like a niche market still. I think for like
a
in
very
terms
European soccer hooligan market.
of yeah,
They love soccer and
football,
Korea too.
football. If we're talking about
It's
those,
probably
folk.
not called football or soccer in Korea. It's probably some word that we don't know.
Probably not. Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
I'm not even gonna.
Yeah, don't try.
Nope. Hey, so we have other beers.
You're
too.
learning. That's good.
all right,
So
so
wait, do they brew it here because it's cheaper for them to brew it here and send it over already made?
No, from what I could gather, the last time that I looked it up, it was something to do with licensing here, or like they weren't able to get the permits in the States to sell it yet. So they started, but I don't know. I don't remember totally. I was drunk when I looked it up.
So are
I
we
was
doing
drinking
something
a lot.
illegal by selling booth beer?
No.
Oh.
Now they're all good. They're all cool.
But why-
like in the OG days.
But why are they brewing it? It's because why they brew it here? Is it just they also brew it there, and they're just sending their recipes over so we can brew it here and have like a, or do they
you know
brew
what?
it all here?
Tell you what. You guys banter a little bit. I'll look this up.
All right,
'cause,
hell yeah,
you know,
that's why we got him
that's-
involved.
Now
Alec
we have
Cole,
a
everybody.
third wheel here.
so that means it's Korea talk.
No, yeah.
What's the deal with those people? Am I right?
No, you're
They're
not.
like-
You're
there's
not
a-
right.
there's a
You're not
south,
right at all.
and there's a
Stop
north,
talking,
and
Daniel.
they can't choose which side they want to be on.
Man, there must be a lot of alcohol in this, but we'll figure out the alcohol in a minute. But I think Daniel's getting into Archie Bunker mode over here. Let's talk about the can.
Oh yeah, that
And
can.
this little character they got is on all their cans.
Yeah. By the way, I just want to see a Macy's Day float with their mascot. This kind of
Cyclops, 3-pronged head motherfucker.
yeah, and it's always brings joy to my face. I really actually do like their all of their different label designs.
Yeah,
very,
they're really good.
They catch your eye on a sea of many other beers and ciders and whatnot, and the booth always catches my eye.
I can vouch for that totally. As you asked me about bartending earlier and selling beer, I would say all the time when people look, because we have them in the we have all the cans lined up of all the beers we sell behind us, and every time there's always someone going, "What's that? What are those?"
Pointing at the
we got
booth
3 or
ones.
4 of them next to each
Right.
other, and then they end up 8 times out of 10 probably buying one.
Yeah, I really hope that they do a kinetic sculpture with that character. I think that'd be a shit ton of fun. But yeah, this one is pretty simple considering, white label with some black splotches.
The Jersey cow.
Yes, indeed.
Like splotches on it.
Some nice gold lettering, and you know what? That cow and that alien Booth Brewery creature
Are getting down.
are boogie woogieing.
They're going like back to back. Like they've had a few of these, and they're like, "Hey, let's get on the floor."
Yeah, I will say that kind of going back to what Alec had said too. People are there's a certain, I guess in a way, stigma with stouts, and they're heavy or thick, and this one is pretty easily drinkable and a lot of good flavor to it. If you're looking to branch out a little bit, like this would kind of be the one to do. A lot of people might stop at like a nice brown ale, and that's probably as much as they'll go. But this one's not going to knock you in the mouth with malt or hops. I like that kind of it's smooth taste, creamy finish to it. Yeah, a lot of flavor. I think as far as stouts go, this is really up there.
I think
This-
so.
This
I
is
mean,
not. This is not
quality.
your. This is not your Guinness. This is not your Deschutes Obsidian Stout. This is something on a league of its own, and it doesn't need some fake ass nitro ball in its
No.
can to make
Ooh, look at you calling out! Look at you calling
Yeah.
out Guinness.
it. Yeah, what are you gonna do, Guinness?
Sponsor us.
Please?
Keep making beer that they have been for the last 700 years. I remember.
Oh,
It's a fluke.
it really is. I don't understand it.
So you put your phone down, Alec.
Yeah, so turns out there's no real actual interesting story. It's just they started brewing in Korea, South Korea, and so
Thanks again for
the
differentiating.
most interesting thing that I was able to read was that they began brewing there because at the time somebody had said that brewing was about the only thing that North Korea did better than South Korea.
Ooh, make nuclear bombs.
So
probably.
these, so these people were like, no, we're gonna change that, and then they did, and then they just decided to come to Eureka because
Nice.
one of them I think went to HSU.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're-
really? Like one
Yeah.
of the founders?
Yeah, one of the founders, but he was in Korea, not like serving. Like
Is he a Korean dude or is he? It doesn't matter. I'm just
no, I
curious.
believe he's an American gentleman.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're brewing out of the old Lost Coast Brewery location.
Yep.
And they bought that up. Now I know that was one of the big points of appeal that they're moving into a kind of pre-established warehouse. They had everything going for them, but of course they improved everything pretty quickly. And probably one of the fastest growing beer companies I've seen, at least locally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Just-
Within a year,
With a
they've-
rocket.
they've blown up.
Yeah, exactly.
and every time
Rightfully
I go,
so.
and every time I go to get to re-up our beers and stuff, I'm talking to the beer lady at Humboldt Beer Distributors. Give it up for Humboldt Beer Distributors. We get 85% of our beer that we sell here from them. That's great. The other ones are good too. Not knocking. But she always has oh, we got these new booths. We got these. It seems like every month she's like, oh, we got this new booth. We got this new booth.
Every time I walk into a shop, I'm always looking to see what new booth is out there. It's been pretty rare. I mean, they even had one that I thought for sure. I'm like, all right, this is just gonna be a gimmicky beer, and I'm not gonna enjoy it. It was like a lemongrass and peppercorn.
Yeah.
And it ended up being super
That shit
delicious.
was
Was there
fire.
chicken in it,
yeah,
too?
no, it was very
That sounds like there
good.
should have been chicken in it. That sounds like a frozen food dish.
Yeah,
it
it was made by Swanson's. So in partnership with.
Swanson's collab with Booth Brewery. Lemongrass, chicken, and peppercorn beer.
They tried it with kid cuisine, but there was obvious issues.
Yeah, kids don't want to eat peppercorns.
Nope. You are correct.
Good send there. That was
Hey, one of you guys have better eyes than me, so I can't look at the alcohol content. So we're going to do the alcohol content guessing game. Who's going to be the judge?
All right, I'll be the judge since I've
right.
accidentally already seen it.
Oh, look at you being honest.
Yeah. All right. So, we want to do alcohol content, or do we want to give it our rating first?
Both.
All right. Cool. So,
Let's let the new kids try.
Yeah. So, for all of you new listeners here to the Savage Henry Magazine and radio program, so the way we do it is we're going to rate the beer, and we're going to give it whatever scale we want going down the line. We'll start with Alec, and then just rate it with whatever rating system you want to use.
Okay.
So what's your thought?
Okay. So I'm rating it first, right?
Yeah.
Great. On a scale of 0 Jeff Goldblums to 10 Jeff Goldblums, I give it 8.7 Jeff Goldblums.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a lot of Jeff Goldblum.
They found a way.
All right. I'm going to give it 5 jerseys and 2 Brahmas.
Nice.
Because you kind of need a couple of bull dicks in there to keep making the cows happen.
That's the secret.
Yeah. Well, it's not a secret. It's just natural. I mean, that's how it works. Maybe we should have a talk after the podcast.
We
Now
should.
that you're about to get married, maybe we should talk about how things are made, like beings of mammalness are made.
I read The Secret, and it said nothing about bull dicks.
Well,
I mean,
you're also not a Jersey cow. I want 2 Brahmas to mount all. You know what's that old joke? The 2 bulls sitting on a hill and going, and it's a father and son, and the son bull goes, hey Dad, let's go down there and fuck one of those cows. Let's run down there and fuck one of those cows. What he said, and the dad goes, let's walk down there and fuck them all.
What sort of weird motivational wives' tales were your parents telling you?
But who says I fucking heard that from my parents?
It sounds like some old wise.
You guys have
music.
never heard that?
No.
No.
What the same?
Audience, have you ever heard that? He's shaking no. He's got tuna in his mouth. He can't talk.
Okay,
We have an audience member now, so.
I don't even understand. What is you
okay,
got to walk
say
me
it
through
again.
that.
You want to do it again? We're going to break it down?
Yeah,
Sure,
please.
yeah, break it down
imagine
for
like
me,
a nice
please.
lush grass, but like a valley, and there's a little hill.
Okay,
You know, cows are like all over the valley, like
Doing cow things, yeah.
And then there's 2 bulls on top,
Uh-huh.
male cows.
Yeah.
Nice. Well
They
done.
go, there's a father and son, and the son goes, let's run down there and fuck one of those cows.
Mm-hmm.
And the dad says, let's walk down there and fuck them all. Fuck you
Is
guys.
this like
That
a
is
slow and steady
Google
wins
that
the
shit.
race
Yeah,
thing? I
Google,
don't.
Google that shit. It's going to come up. You guys are just,
Like, do they get more boners if they walk? I don't understand.
I don't know what it means either, but it's an old fucking thing, okay?
All right. Well,
I'm not denying it's an old thing. I'm just saying it doesn't make any fucking sense.
I give this a father and a son bonding over fucking cows.
Oh, so you...
So a very heartwarming and delicious moment.
Not only heart was warm, huh? What? The dick got warm, too. Except, okay.
right.
Oh, right.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right, let's do the alcohol content
Right.
and save the rest
So-
of our crowd from
so-
this fucking disaster.
We're going to go Price is Right rules as the same. So the person who gets closest to the actual alcohol percentage without going over. And Chris, let's start with you.
6.3.
Okay. 6.3. All right. Alec?
6.7.
6.3, 6.7.
You gave me 4. You gave me... We both went over?
Both went over.
Oh, shit. 5.11. Wait. 5... 5.9. 5.9.
Alec?
4.3.
And with coming in at a pretty decent 4.9%, the point goes to Alec. Everybody, all right, our first win back.
New kid rules. Look at that. New kid luck right there.
And your prize is that milk stout and the rest of Chris's.
Yeah, you can have it. I've been spitting my chew in it from that.
That has not changed since day one.
Yep. All right, well, that'll end our... it's good to have beer time back.
It's great, yeah, and thank you to Booth Brewery for brewing this.
Bluth Brewery.
Dude, okay, no, legit. That was I thought it was Bluth Brewing the first time somebody was talking about it, and I was like, oh hell yeah,
Just straight out of Arrested Development.
because it was right when they were
There's
releasing
always
like a
money
new
in-
season
There's
on
always
Netflix.
money in the brewery stand.
There's
Oh
always
my
money
God!
in the
All
brewery
right, so let's
stand.
pitch this right now. If Booth Brewery, oh great Booth gods, if you're listening, if you want to make a chocolate banana
Oh my
beer.
God! Yes.
And call it the Savage Henry or the blue
Banana stand.
The banana stand. Yeah, banana stand. Probably not Banana Hut because the other business here. But
About the Anna Mana Bobana.
but just maybe throw us a case if it works out.
I mean,
yeah.
hand it to us.
I think you should definitely try it.
Drop it off gently at our doorstep.
All right. Well, we'll be right back. It's a great beer time, everyone. I'm stoked to be back. We're right back after this.
That was beer time. I'm out of here.
Lager.
Good evening. This is Kyle Kinane from Los Angeles, and you're listening to Savage Henry Magazine Radio Programa.
From Eureka to Arcata, from Ferndale to Fernbridge, from Fortuna to your mom's house, it's time for the news. On the news tonight, guys, we have, so far, it's only April 1st, but the top baby names for 2019 already. You guys ready to guess? Do a little guessing game with this?
Battlestar Galactica.
That's number 8.
Trump.
No, here we go. Girls. Come on, give me a real serious answer for girls.
Stephanie.
Kai.
Nope.
Kai.
I? Nope. Come on.
Kiki.
What? All right, give me like a. All right, I'm looking to see where Stephanie's at.
Lily.
Stephanie's nowhere on the list. No Lee.
Oh, Khaleesi.
No Khaleesi.
What?
Shakira.
It's a flower.
Daisy.
Cactus.
Nope.
Poinsettia.
Nope. Man, there's nothing on this.
Calla Lily.
All right, let's get this. You know what? You guys will probably do better riffing if I just named them, right?
Sure.
Posey
Oh.
is number 1.
Wait,
That's only if you can fit them in your pocket, right?
We got a full of them. We got a pocket full of them. Isla? ISLA?
Oh yeah, like Isla Fisher,
Isa.
Borat's wife.
Here's a older one. Olivia. That's a good
Alright.
solid old
Yeah,
lady
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
It's like Olive but Mexican.
And now we got Aurora
Aurora.
Borealis.
Oh, you know what? I saw that.
You saw an Aurora?
Yeah. No, I saw that was a popular name again.
I guess here's the oldest one I've been able to find so far on this list. Oh, there's a few down here, but Maeve. M-A-E-V-E.
M-A-E-V-E.
Yeah, Maeve. I think it's Maeve.
Maeve.
Yeah. I think
Who? What?
I think Maeve is the name.
Maeve sounds like an old disease.
Yeah,
like
they're
a
all
skin
old.
Irritation.
That's like.
What the
Here's one,
fuck is Maeve?
It's a name. I've heard it before.
To anybody who's named Maeve, I'm very sorry. Your parents fucked up.
Yeah, please send us a message, editor at Savage Henry Magazine.
Yeah, and also stop naming your kids Maeve. What? Okay.
What about Cora?
Cora?
Yeah.
That's tight.
Yeah,
That's
it
cool.
just came from an anime. I guarantee that's where it's a legend of Wind Waker.
All right, the next one is. I've never heard this one. Amara?
Amara? Yeah.
Amara? Yeah.
You never heard that one?
I've never heard that.
Did you have like someone like performed on the stage?
Amira.
Dude, there's like 8 porn stars named Amara something.
Cool. I'm sure it's a real name then.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. It's 3 porn stars and a historian, and then it's.
Listen. You
That's
got
like
it.
a Beck song.
I
3
can't-
porn stars and a story and.
Nobody can jerk off to somebody if their name is weird. So Amara is common enough.
I'll jerk off a little Amora. How about Ada?
Ada?
ADA. Ada?
Ada.
Wouldn't it be? If it was Ada, wouldn't it have like an E after the A or something? I don't know. Ada. Ada boy. Or Ada girl in this case.
Ada person.
Here's an old school one. It's been missing in some island region for a while. Amelia.
What?
Ooh, yeah, Amelia.
Yeah. That's popular. Here's one for all you Bobcat fans. Charlotte. Now, let me know if you've ever met anybody named this. Any ladies named this.
Charlotte?
Yeah.
Oh, I met a Charlotte.
Yeah.
Genevieve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Ophelia is good because that's also it's the band,
I love
the band.
Ophelia.
that's
Ophelia is such a great name.
Ava, not too bad. Except it's Hitler's
Yeah,
girlfriend's name.
that's what's bad about it.
Yeah, not about that.
Here's another flower one, and it's also the name of the movie that was made in the
Magnolia.
loose biopic for Janis Joplin. Rose.
Raging Bull?
Rose. Well, it depends on how much Southern Comfort was drinking at the time.
Raging Bull would make way more sense if it was Janis Joplin's biopic.
Here's another one that's old school, Eleanor.
Oh, yeah. Eleanor. Gee, I think
Lucy.
you're swell. That's a good song.
I'm going to get down to the weird ones now. Frida. Freya.
Oh, just Freya?
Yeah, because I'm like,
Yeah, Frida's tight.
Yeah.
Like Big Frida, Frida Kahlo. Like
No, not Frida, but
No, but Freya. Freya.
Freya.
Isn't that some like slang for like fairy? Or
Freya.
Whoa,
Not
hey.
not like a derogatory term.
No, like literally for
Yeah.
like an actual fairy.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I think it might be.
Here's one named after a city in Australia, Adelaide.
I could, yeah. That's, yeah.
Ada, A-D-A-H.
No.
Well, Althea, I know Althea.
Thea?
Iris. Now we're getting into the boring stuff. Alice, Jane, Elizabeth, Nora, Ivy, Elsie, Maya. Oh, here's one. Imogen.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Imogen. That's another older name.
Yeah, they're getting into old school now. We're getting way down.
Or very British at least.
Yeah, Eliza, Josephine, Clara,
Eliza.
Willa, Chloe. Oh, look. Hey, I got one at the bottom here. My daughter's name is at the very bottom. Phoebe. That's old school. That's like Greek, like historically old school.
I thought
You
that
guys are like,
name
can't
started in Friends.
And you guys say we can't. It's his daughter. I see both you guys holding your tongue really hard.
I just made fun of it, but you wouldn't shut the fuck up. So.
Ha, ha, ha. That's why I had to keep talking over it to make sure no one heard that. All right, boys. Moving on to boys. And this is number one. I would.
Oh,
never-
that was just the girls?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not gonna. I didn't read every girl.
You thought this was news?
It came up on my news feed. It's
Oh,
19.
that is such a dangerous mentality. Just because it comes up.
Totally, yeah.
That is okay. Let's
how we got
yeah. Let's make it like a little just let's throw this out there. Just because you see it, just because you read it, doesn't make it news.
Sound like you're trying to write a song. Get cold seat like a Sesame Street
Now,
song.
quick, give us all the cool boy names.
Yeah, let's get. I mean, we
Quote
gotta.
it.
Yeah, let's.
Right, okay. It's what do you think number one is?
Fred.
Gangrel.
Gangrel. Do you really think there's a boy out there who just got named Gangrel?
Ooh, actually, I think it's just Young.
Young like. How about Lil Gangrel?
Lil, yeah, Lil's probably
Lil
another really popular one.
We got Milo.
It just makes me think of a dog.
That's number one. Jasper. Makes you think of a hot dog.
Not even a rapper.
Nope.
Look at this one. Everyone must have read what's that one book with
Metamorphosis.
Kill a Mockingbird. Everyone just must have read Kill a Mockingbird last year.
Oh,
'cause
Boo?
Atticus in there.
Oh,
There's a Theodore. That's cool. Asher, Silas. Here's one you guys might like.
Silas.
Think this one is in there. It's in
Silas.
Silas is in there.
Silas.
How is that making a comeback?
Silas is all that Silas makes me think of is something bad's about to happen in a barn.
Yeah. Exactly. Stop naming your kids these things.
All right. Here's,
Bullying is still a thing.
It's worse than before.
Yeah.
Here's one. You guys might just think about like locally. Think about very locally, like the
Gooch.
stage you're on.
Oh,
Old
Moss.
school name.
Jerry.
The building you're in.
Grundle.
Red.
The magazine that's named
Henry.
Yes, there's Henry.
Henry's still in there, huh?
Yep. Here's one. Don't know if you should name your kid this. Arian.
No.
Yeah. I don't
Never.
think you should do that either.
We've for at least 70 fucking years now we've
Yeah.
agreed that's not a name for people to
Not for a
do.
child.
No Ava, no Arian, no Adolf.
Yeah. Just
Oh, good.
get
Look
it
at it.
out. Stop.
Adolf is the number. I'm just kidding. No one's naming a kid.
It's gonna make a comeback. Just wait.
Here's one. Great. After boxers, maybe Cassius.
Cassius?
Yeah.
Cash
Well,
play,
he did just pass not too far ago, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, he was Muhammad Ali when he passed. But he was Cassius. when
Yeah,
he came.
but I mean, you know, people stuff.
Hey.
Nogman.
No. Hey.
Horses. Jude.
Yeah, there you go. Jude's in there. I like this one, and then I was thinking about the other day if I were to have, which I'm not going to ever have another kid, but Ezra. I like Ezra. Yeah.
Yeah, Ezra's a good name.
Here's one, number 22 for the Cowboys, won a few Super Bowls. Running
What?
back, Emmett.
Ugh, Emmett.
Mm-mm.
Thomas, Caleb, Lucas, Benjamin. There's a Kai in here. Elijah, last one.
So, Kai. See,
Yeah.
so I thought that I said that for girls' names earlier, but I guess it's a popular boy's name.
Yeah, it is. We got Elijah Wood and Owen Bills, and here's the last one. It's a month.
Wait, Elijah Wood, like their first
No,
name
no,
is
no.
Elijah Wood? I really hope that
That'd be
becomes
great,
a thing one day.
We're gonna get so far into this celebrityism that we're just not gonna like just name our kids after celebrities. First names, we're just gonna take their whole name.
Yeah.
Beyonce Knowles is gonna be my child's first
The
name.
first name, yeah. Oh, totally.
No matter how that child identifies, your first name is a
Beyonce Knowles.
Beyonce Knowles Amaral.
And here's one you guys can get. It's a day of the month.
It's a what?
You get one guess each of the day of the month.
December. Fuck.
Yeah, a
Wait. Sorry, what are
day
we?
of the month. A month. It's a month.
Oh, it's a person's name.
Yeah.
It's a man's name
Yep.
on this list. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a month. December.
Really, you both. August. So unless you want to have like some, Roman type shit going on, you get that August. But not Augustus. It just came up as August.
Is this
August.
all the news?
Nope. I got another one here for you.
Did you ever see August Rush?
No, but I've seen Rush in August.
Don't do it. Don't. It was a really bad movie about like a kid who was supposed to be like a musical prodigy, and he just kept hitting his guitar. He is so dumb.
Oh, cool. Thanks for
Just
sharing.
don't. I'm just saying, like that's what I think. This is also to the parents. Like that's what comes to mind when I hear the name August. So again, please stop with names like this.
Save the pain.
You guys want to hear about this crazy shit out of Australia? An Australian appeals court on Friday dismissed a bullying case brought on by an engineer who accused his former supervisor of repeatedly breaking wind toward him.
What?
I'm looking at
He
Pete
was-
right there.
He was.
Victoria State Court and Appeal upheld a Supreme Court judge's ruling that even if engineer David Hinksel's allegations... this website sucks because an ad gets popped up and it pushes me off the thing. Allegations were true. Flatulence did not necessarily constitute bullying.
So wait. So somebody just straight up they got really frustrated at their boss and just farted on them.
Farted at them.
At them.
Continuously.
Yeah.
I think that's bullying.
Hink said he would take his case to the High Court, Australia's final court of appeal.
All right. I don't know if I would take it to a courthouse. That takes a lot of bravery there. A lot of you have to be very convinced that not only are you in the right, but you're just gonna catch a lot of shit.
Give me a number. Just throw a dart at a wall here on how much restitution he's seeking.
Oh
How
God.
many damages is seeking?
Well, it's not the U.S.
No,
so
I'm
it's probably,
but they break it down to U.S. dollars. So go U.S. dollars.
Okay,
'cause I
U.S.
have-
dollars.
Yeah.
4,500.
That's
4,500. Cool.
I don't know. It's Australia. I feel like they go through a lot of stuff. This seems just so petty. But wait,
Like
what
Tom
do you say?
Petty.
But not Tom. What did you say, Alec? What was
Rest
your
in
number?
peace. I said 4,500. That's my guess.
American dollars.
I'm
American
gonna go a
dollars.
cool million.
You're very close, Daniel. 1.3 million.
Are you fucking
Christ,
kidding
I
me?
knew it.
That
For
dude,
being farted on?
the dude's looking for 1.3 million dollars because he got farted on.
That
People fart on me on camera nightly, and I don't even make nearly $100.
That's gonna set a really dangerous precedence for people in Australia where someone's just gonna fart in you, or you'd be like, I'm gonna sue you. This is assault. This
Yeah.
is bullying. Because now,
Yeah.
if this case actually goes to court.
It's been to court and they just tossed it.
Oh, they tossed it. Oh, thank God. All right.
But
well,
he's
that's good.
taking it to the Australia's version of the Supreme Court. I mean, could you imagine if the Supreme Court said, "Yeah, we'll take that"? Like, that's
Well,
crazy.
there's all these people on death row that we're trying to exonerate, but
Talk about the gas chamber.
yeah, nice. All right, you still got it, Chris.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Yeah. So he said, this is a quote from him. He alleged that Mr. Short would regularly break wind on or at him. Mr. Short thinking this to be funny.
I mean, it is.
Kind probably. Don't
It
give
sounds
me
pretty
fucking
funny.
ideas, Pete. Yeah. So that's Australia. That's what happened. That's what's happening down under right now. How about this? A woman with 2 wombs gives birth to 3 babies less than a month apart.
Sounds like one of those wombs isn't pulling enough weight.
Are pulling double time. Yeah. I'm doing one more here, and then we're looking at the clock, and it's pretty good because we got to go to a calendar part. But a man's charged for exposing himself and pooping outside a Starbucks in Pennsylvania, police say. Shit, that happens like on a daily basis right over here.
Yeah, how did he do it?
Well, let's click on.
I need the details because I've got some opinions on these situations.
Yeah, I hear that some Starbucks in certain places don't have bathrooms, which seems like a super huge dick move to me.
Yeah.
A 42-year-old Pennsylvania man was arrested after he was exposed himself and defecated in front of a Starbucks in New York. According to the arrest report, police were called to the 2500 block of East Market Street just after midnight on February 24th for lewdness behavior. Witness Kenneth D. Spar told police a drunk man pulled his pants down and pooped on the sidewalk outside.
Okay.
That's how he did it.
Okay. So
That's how most people do it.
But that sounds. I mean, yeah. Granted, this is one report. I wasn't there, but that sounds more like somebody definitely shouldn't have been shitting where they were shitting.
Yeah.
Well, what? Okay, I'm really interested to hear this, Alec. What would have been okay to shit in front of Starbucks?
Well, look, man. Like, I'm just saying, if you're like in a terrible situation and you're about to shit your pants. Okay, so here's the thing.
You would have done it right in front of the Starbucks?
Look, man, I don't know where
If it's pants versus sidewalk. then it's
Yeah,
on
I mean,
sidewalk.
yeah, exactly. Like, and I'm not saying. Look, I've seen some shit happen in public. I think we all have.
Literally?
Yeah, and so it's so if okay, here's my stance on it. If somebody pulls their drawers down facing the building, and is completely keeping that contained, they're obviously not trying to impede upon anybody else's experience that day. They're just trying to keep it between them and the building.
But right in
If
front.
somebody is like turning around and showing their ass to a bunch of strangers as shit is falling out, then yeah, fucking don't do that. That's dumb.
This was also at midnight. So are they still open at that hour?
Probably not.
No.
I bet he probably was just gonna shit his pants anyway, and it just happened to occur in front of a Starbucks. But given the fact that he was inebriated, it seems like maybe he wasn't aiming very well and did. Like, I'm not saying don't expose yourself to people. That's not at all what I'm trying to.
Get honest here. Get honest on the mic.
Yeah, I'm
You guys
getting
ever
honest.
Did you ever just have to just fucking find
A place
a
to shit
corner
in
somewhere
public?
to shit? 'Cause
I shit myself at a Starbucks. That's why I feel so
This is why he has such,
adamant
like-
about this. Yeah.
Dude, I've seen other people. In 1 month, I saw 2 different people on 2 different nights shit on the plaza and bury it like a dog.
did they do that?
Yeah,
kick
no,
thing?
they like had a hole and then they bury it and they kind of like kicked it back.
Yeah.
There's not much you haven't seen in being a late night performer.
Yeah, dude. I used to see people shitting in downtown LA all the time, and I mean, like, there's a way to go about it.
There
and
is.
then there's a way to not, and it sounds like this person didn't go about it the right way.
Our good friend
But-
Matt Redbeard has stepped into the crowd now, and he might remember this. When we went down to Meltdown one time, we were in LA, we went to Meltdown. There was that dude around the corner who had a straight up walking sidewalk shit place, and he would just roll up and he just have his own little. He shit in a fucking like hospital toilet. He just rolled up this thing, and it was such an intricate thing. If he could just use his powers for good, he probably wouldn't be homeless.
So if you bring your own bucket, then it's okay.
It wasn't a bucket, dude. This is a straight up all it needed was moving water to be a full on
That's
toilet.
what spit's for in urine.
The dude, basically, let's bring him out right now. T-Bone, come on out here.
Wait,
this
Tim
is-
Tebow?
He's been shitting out back for years. Let's bring it up. T-Bone, everybody.
Is this the reason why Meltdown got shut down?
Yeah, probably. We can't stop this shitting.
It was the owner just going out there and doing it.
All
Yeah.
that shit just kept melting down the building, you know?
Yeah, all right. Well, we got to hurry up. That's the end of the news, guys. Thanks.
All right.
And we're going to come right back with a quick calendar check, and then we're going to say goodnight. So stick around. We'll be right back.
I'm Zeke Herrera, and you're listening to Savage Henry Magazine radio program.
All right, it's time for our calendar. With us is the co-manager of the Savage Henry Magazine Comedy Club. We're going to tell everybody what we got going on the next couple of weeks here at the Comedy Club. Pete Nelson, everybody.
Hey there, hey. So today is April 1st, April Fool's Day. We're doing our Monday night
You don't have to
pod.
tell because no one's
Yeah.
going to come to that one.
Yeah, but every Monday we're going to be doing Monday Night Pod, which is going to be live podcasting at 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock here at the club.
Yep.
Tuesday, April 2nd, we're going to be doing our trivia night here, which starts at 9, teams of 3, free to enter, and with 5 wins, you get yourself a Savage Henry Trivia Champion t-shirt, or alternatively, at the Big Fish Vapor Lab in Arcata, we also do an open mic, which also starts at 9. Wednesday, we have Open Mikey at 9, which actually...
This is every Tuesday and every Wednesday with trivia and the Mikey.
Yeah, every Monday we do the podcasting. Every Tuesday we do the trivia, and then every Wednesday we're doing stand-up comedy class at 7, followed by open mic at 9, so you can practice the material that you learn over the class immediately after at the open mic that we hold. Thursday, we have ETV, which happens on the first Thursday of every month with comedian Evan Vest, and he posts videos for comics to riff on that he finds on the internet. That one's always a hoot. Friday, every Friday, we do Laffy Hour with $1 off beers, and it's an open mic from 6 to around 8. And then this Friday night, April 5th, we have a wonderful comic that I don't know. You touched it. You touched the thing. Don't touch the thing.
If I had a dime for every time.
This Friday, James Couture is going to return to town. I'm really excited for that event. That one's really one to look forward to. I want to see what he's been doing in Michigan. I want to see what his sets change. Saturday at 9, we have Annika Sela. Did I pronounce that right?
I believe so.
Annika Sela coming out to the club to headline, and I'm not sure if it's this Saturday or the next, but we're doing a kids mic at 3 o'clock, and it's like 3 to 5:45, and so that's going to be all ages. Kids 12 and under at 3 until 4, and then 12 and up, teens, I guess, will be at 4 o'clock. Saturday. No, Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday, we have the Sunday service open mic over at Northtown Coffee in Arcata. That's gonna be April 7th on Sunday and every Sunday. That is at 5, and then 9 o'clock.
Longest running continuing open mic in Humboldt County.
Yes, yeah, the longest running continuing open mic in Humboldt County.
We both had trouble with that one.
We both had trouble with that one, and then at 9 we have Sunday Mic Football, which is an open mic every Sunday at 9 here at the Comedy Club. The next Monday, April 8th, will be the second.
Monday Night Pods.
Yeah, Monday Night Pods.
And,
Trivia night on the next Tuesday with the open mic over in Arcata at Big Fish Vapor Lab. Wednesday again, stand-up comedy class with open Mikey.
who do we got the weekend? Next weekend after that?
Well, Thursday.
Oh, that's right. Thursday
We have adult
show.
story time with Jessica Grant, Josh Barnes, and guests. That one's always fun, and there's no other events like it in Humboldt County that I know of. But yes, we got Parker Newman coming out.
Sacramento comic.
9 o'clock on Friday.
Yep.
And so we have Laffy Hour at 6 o'clock right before that, and then we're going to see Parker Newman. Do you know about Parker Newman much? What kind of
I do.
comedy
He's
does he have?
very funny. He's very funny. Young. He's got it together. He's just he's getting it going. He's going to go far. Artie Lang is his dad.
You're kidding.
No, yes, I am. But they do have Twitter. They do have Twitter correspondence online indicating as much that.
So it's close enough.
Parker Newman reached out and said thanks, Dad, for the support, and Artie Lang replies back to him.
Oh my goodness! And then Saturday night, April 13th, we've got Nando Molina's hour, a whole hour of Nando.
Yep. Who can get enough in line? And we need to give him 4. I mean, they can't get enough of that cute little Guatemalan. Yeah. All right.
Well, the following weekend, we have Savage Burlesque on the 19th.
And the big show also, Savage Burlesque is huge. It always sells out.
Yeah.
But then after that, for 420.
Yeah. We got 420 with Billy Wayne Davis, Dave
Ross,
and
Chris Charpentier.
and Chris Charpentier.
That's
and
gonna be a huge show. Freaking one of my top favorite comics always come into town. Billy Wayne Davis.
$14.20.
Yep. All right. Thanks, Pete.
Thank
Go,
you.
Pete. And you know what? Thanks, Alec, for jumping in.
Welcome. Thank you for being
thanks.
the much needed third host. To
Thanks
this,
for welcoming me.
This menagerie.
Thank you, Daniel, for coming back down and making it happen.
And thank you for having me back, Chris.
Thank you for listening, everybody.
Yes. Thank you for joining us on this journey of us trying to figure out what's happening all over again.
But we're back, baby, in the immortal words of George Costanza. I'm getting handed I can't read that. It's too small.
God damn
yeah, go ahead.
Jesus
Go
Christ.
ahead.
Well, you gave me the head nod, and then you were closing out. I didn't. All right. So
We are closing out. It's an hour plus. Plus, we got a new podcast up next.
Oh, okay.
They're all here. They're all sweating. They're all ready to go.
So, Alec, are you up to anything coming up soon?
Yeah. I just wanted to plug this because I know we got peeps up in Eugene. This Saturday, I'll be up at the Drake Bar.
Can I give a date in case people give
Yeah,
5th.
Saturday, April 6th. I'll be up there with Trevor Lockwood and James Couture as well, along with Louis D. Michael, who I've not met, but I'm sure is going to tickle my fancy. So,
That's not the only thing he's going to tickle from what I hear.
Yeah.
And on the spot comedy is still a thing. Aside from the Savage Henry stuff, I am a part of a improv comedy group in the spirit of Whose Line Is It Anyway? It's a family-friendly comedy show. And we're going to have a couple more shows happening this month before our third season finale. So check us out on Facebook or on Instagram at On The Spot or at On The Spot Comedy. You can also follow me on Instagram at Dan's Just Swell. Same thing for Twitter. Same thing for Facebook. Alec, where can they catch you?
My Instagram handle is Alec Cole Does Comedy. It's probably the best way to get a hold of me, to be honest. So, do it.
And Savage Henry is all over the place. Google us. It's either going to be us or a punk band. Figure it the fuck out.
Oh, and a rapper out of L.A. Thanks so much for listening, everybody. Eventually, you hear claps and stuff, or we can just put that shit in. No one's going to know. No one's going to fucking know. We can just put, canned laughter in there and shit.
I think we should do it. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
All right. Well, this is 156 Savage Henry Magazine radio program. We're glad to be back. Thank you so much. Look for us weekly. We're doing it. We're giving it a big old college try to do it again.
Every Tuesday or Wednesday-ish will be published.
It'll be popped up. Good night, everyone.